Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing your hair though. Have you had it? Let's have a look. So is it work? So what have you done to that then? Did you actually have the thing where the
No,
you got to get
I
in
I
close?
had hair transplant, didn't I? And
Was it expensive?
I don't like to say, but it sorted me out sponsorship.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? He saw the comment what Ben Whittaker said about my hairline. And when I'm watching it back there, I'm thinking, I'm getting bolder and bolder. I didn't realise me till he said it. And all of a sudden, my hair started dropping out in
You
Saudi.
joking?
Yeah, yeah.
What, the heat?
No, I just think it was my mind. So I thought, I've got to get a hair transplant. Dalton said when he wins the world title, we're going to pay for it, but you don't have to now. I've had it done.
You've had it done. We are here. I am in the home gym of Liam Cameron. You know what's insane, Liam? I forgot that you trained out of here. So when I
you?
walked in and I seen you, I was like, yeah, flip your
Liam
neck.
Cameron.
And
I've
it's
just come to support Dalton Junaid, and I'm having interviews done, aren't I?
You know, well,
People are fed up of me now, but
are you fed up? Are you?
a bit.
Nah, don't have that attitude. You can't be
think-
fed up. You know, because you got to live with yourself. You're the only person that you got to live with for the rest of your life, ain't you?
True.
You can't be fed up with yourself.
No.
But what I'm going to do, I understand that there's a bit of a storm on at the moment.
I think you've caused down there a bit.
You reckon?
October Red. Red rum.
Murder
Yeah, murder.
in the boxing ring, not on the dance floor.
Yeah. Well, we can't say that, can we? Because
We can't say a lot of things these days, can we?
true.
But we can,
Murder in a nice way.
yeah. But like I said, one of the things when I saw you at the initial press conference,
Yeah.
and you were stuffing your face as everyone was walking past trying to
I think
get.
we're having some sushi, weren't I?
You was eating some,
Never ate sushi, but there I thought I'll try it.
and then I was like, I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him to jump on camera. And you looked like you really didn't want to do it. It's like, oh, not another one. But you told me that
No,
I was practically the only one that
I
jumped
was
on you.
actually happy to ask because everyone's getting interviews and I'm thinking, no one's asking me what am I here to make number up or what? No one's asking me my opinion, and you asked me, but you walked off, so I thought.
I saw your face. You was like, you had your mouth full. And I thought,
Yeah.
he's not in the mood.
So I actually shouted you back, didn't
Yeah.
I? So
And we are here.
we're here.
What I want to do though is I want to go back to Saudi. I want to go back to the preparation for the fight, and I want you to talk me through the actual fight itself. That's what I'm interested in because I enjoy watching the boxing. I was at home. It was on the earlier slot, so I sat watching it YouTube at home. Lovely big TV,
Yeah.
full view. Talk to us about the fight from the opening bell from round one, Liam.
Round one, Whittaker comes out, crack, crack, crack. I'm just, from the Arthur fight, I thought I'm going to be a bit patient. I'm going to just wear him out slowly. He's unloading on me. He's knackered after 2 rounds, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, this is a surprise. I actually thought, is he joking? He was that knackered.
How could you tell that he was tired?
Just had nothing in his punches. Harry was going, When you do that, that means you're knackered. And he was like he didn't want to be in there, I could tell. He basically half shit himself, but I don't want to be disrespectful to him because he's done a lot of things for me, hair transplant, sponsorship. Do I call them fans, supporters? I'm living dream, me.
Isn't it funny how something like how the tables turn in boxing? I've mentioned this before. I always call it like the game of snakes and ladders. 1 minute you're at the top of that ladder, you're making your way through, something happens, and then there you go, you're whizzing right back down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Something like that you're not new to, are you?
Do you know what it is? I ain't quite basic person. I don't go on camera showing off and doing this. I try to get help. I get 3 times a week a kids class, an hour at a time. At my own kindness help, I give back. Do you know what I mean? I try to do good things. I'm not on here acting the big hard man and this, that, when I'm not. I'm just an average Joe like anyone else.
If I was to be a bit controversial then and say that if Ben Whittaker had boxed like Ben Whittaker, would he have beaten you that night? His usual box and move style?
He did.
Because to me, he was planting his feet more. He was more static.
No, he did. That is Ben Whittaker. He's not all of a sudden jumped into another body. That is him.
Educate a fool then, Liam. When you say that is him, because I saw a completely different style to what he usually does.
It's like if I spar my friend what's never boxed, let's
Yeah.
say for instance, I can have my hands down and I can slip every shot, I can see him. But when I step up with someone like, just said Junaid, what's good, and I spar him, it's hard, isn't it? He's not going to let me do things what I could do with that person. So I didn't let him do what he could do. So were I just too good for him?
The best man was, yeah.
Were I just better than him?
And that's the question, and the frustrating thing for the fans is that was never answered on the night.
What's he going to do different, move and box me?
Well, this is the question, because we never saw that style in there, did we? We saw someone that was trading.
I don't think he can do that against
So you're saying that
I'll always strike. It's a 10-round fight.
Yeah.
Slowly, I'm going to get closer and closer.
Closer
Every
and
time
closer.
I've done that, he's going to be knackered because he's tried to box my head off when he couldn't.
The experience then, the whole experience, what would you say that you've learned from that fight? You've mentioned that you've turned down other fights to kind of like sit and wait for potentially this rematch. So first question, what did you learn from that fight?
It were easier than I thought, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I built myself up for him to be a killer. One-punch knockout artist. And when it weren't, I was quite shocked. The bell went and it ended. That's all I can remember.
So then what would you say that you learned from that fight?
That if you work hard, you can get what you want.
What about like self-belief? I know that sounds like a basic question, but you're someone that seems to be a little bit hard on yourself. Not saying that you lack self-confidence, because you go in the ring and do what?
Probably.
Do you know what I mean?
Right. But you've got to be, I think if you lack a bit of self-confidence, it will push you on further, because you have that fear factor. Yeah, you have that fear factor about yourself. The day you start being clever and thinking you know it all is the day you get beat. Simple, innit, really? Am I holding this mic? I'm not a professional, am I?
Well, you're not a professional. I'm not a professional. Two unprofessionals here, just having a chat. You talk about life changing then.
Yeah.
I know you keep going on about your hair transplant, whatever, that's lovely. I'm sure we're all going to need one of them one day.
I don't think I will now, though, will I?
I don't know. I don't know if that actually... What's the longevity with them?
Longevity.
Are you sure?
God willing it is.
But you said that you got the sponsorship, but you're not showing people like the results. You should be walking around with your cap off, really, shouldn't you?
I'm daft on. I've done Tom Poe, haircut, Anna. Have you seen it? Did I show it?
No, you didn't show the... No, because you've... Show us.
I'm going to get some...
Oh, whatever.
When I watch Tom Poe, I think, what a warrior, what a man. And I think, I want to be like him. So I had an haircut like him.
Show us.
Obviously, it's patchy.
Turn around the back. So where did they take the hair from to do that then?
Back at head.
Right.
Back at head.
So you've kept a ponytail.
Do you know what it was? I got a phone call Friday.
Yeah.
Do you want to have your hair transplant? By Monday, I'm sat in a chair having my hair drilled in. Crazy, I had 40 needles in my head. My head felt like a balloon. I couldn't feel it. I've never been numb before.
And you've had face tattoos as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I had them years
Nothing
ago.
compared.
Years ago, yeah. Weird. It was a weird feeling being numb.
Talking about weird feelings, what was it like when you was on your way at the ring and Frank Warren literally had the contract signed, like, let's go? What was that like?
Couldn't believe it. Within an hour, I was sat there with my pal Neymar Jr. and
You're wild.
It were crazy. I've never had a promotional deal where they've actually signed me. I boxed on promotion shows, but he actually signed me, believed in me. And
what does that feel like?
Good, very good.
And what does that do for you? That feeling like you're wanted, like you said, you've been on the road, you've been on the B side, and then somebody says, you know what, I don't mind a bit of him.
Yeah, Frank Warren's the man. I just feel bang same, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie, but I appreciate what he's done for me.
So, looking at the horizon, what do you think the possibilities are for you next when you look at your division, the light heavyweight division? As we know, you've got Joshua Buatsi going up against Callum Smith. Solid fight. I can't call that one Obviously, you've got the main card. You've got Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol. When you look at the horizon for yourself as a light heavyweight, what do you see?
I don't really see anything.
Don't you?
I don't look at them fighters and think, oh, one day I'm going to be in ring
You don't.
with them. No.
What do you see
I
then?
just look at them as though they're just having a fight, and if it's on a Saturday night, I'll watch it. But if I take to someone like Artur Beterbiev, I'll watch all his videos. I'll watch.
You did mention you're a fan
You know
of
what I mean?
his, yeah.
I'll watch him and I'll study him.
Yeah.
And I'll support him. But I don't really look at I'm not being horrible. I don't really look at other fighters and think, oh, I want to fight him.
Do you feel pressure then? Say, for example, the rematch happens. I know there's a lot of eyes on Ben Whittaker because he is the Olympian, because he's tipped to be that light heavyweight star.
Yeah.
The eyes are on him. You've seen what's happened in social media, a very cruel place when it's not on your side. However, there's pressure on you as well, right?
Pressure on me now. I've got
Because talk to me.
2,000 Whittaker haters wanting me to smash his head in, and I have to live up to that expectation. It's going to be a hard job, but I think I'll do it.
And that's, to me, that's the right attitude to have, because I get it. It was so controversial. The fight is being built as we speak. Everyone's still talking about it. It's got to happen. But then nobody's really looking and thinking, hold on a minute. You've got to perform as well. It's not just one-sided.
Yeah, I've got to perform, and I will do. I'm sure I will. Even if I don't, I'll drag it out myself. On day, I'll just think, oh, I'll have to drag it out. That is what it is. I'll do.
You are so laid back.
Do you think?
Yeah.
So I am, innit? I've had a coffee, haven't I?
You've had a coffee and you're that laid
I've
back.
got ADHD, so a coffee brings me down.
That is so strange. I'm on the ceiling.
My head's going that much all the time. When I have a coffee, it actually decreases my mood.
I won't ask what you like with other things, but we'll leave that there. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate your time. All the best with the negotiations. Yes, it is the fight we want to see. It's the unanswered question, and we like that in boxing. But all the best.
Thank
and
you.
hopefully, next time it could be the press conference.
Yep. Again, third interview. It'll be there. I can picture it.
Yeah, there you go.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.